Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see how we're doing today. I made the mistake of, like, moving a wire, and everything has decided to be like, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have moved a wire under your desk. How dare you? But both the Elgato and the camera were just on the fritz. Because, of course, like, how dare I move a fucking wire under my desk? How very fucking rude of me. I just wanted to fucking clean. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just my camera. Like, I had to go under the desk and, like, sort out the battery pack because it was just doing that thing of, like, I'm connected. I'm not powered anymore. Oh, I'm connected. I'm not connected. I'm connected. I'm not connected. It's like, oh. And yeah, like, you could just hear on, like, the starting screen like, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm just under my desk, like, fucking work. But hopefully everything is good now. I have lots of money. Go spend some dollary do. But I hope you're okay, Red Hot. Hope you're doing well in chat. Oh. Excited to I mean, I'm hoping, like, you know, I can figure out a new team. Maybe after doing some recording with Carl tomorrow, I'll look into it a bit more. But yeah, my Porygon 2 sounds like a good shout if it's got those moves like you were saying, but it's basically like better Charger Bug. But my friends basically been messaging me over the weekend, like, they were watching some of the new tournaments and going like, man, some of the new Pokemon are insane, like telling me about Miraidon coming in and wrecking house. And then like the Incineroar's still at like 70% usage or something. Yeah, that's definitely doubled up audio. Again, technology just like doing that classic thing of, oh, you changed one whole thing, like, or you moved one wire, like, let's stop working. There we go. That's good then.
Thank you.
Filled up our pouch, and we've exhausted all our rupees. So, win-win scenario there, kind of. It's like actually pretty great to be going off the island with as little rupees as possible, because we keep just finding ourselves like maxed out right now. That plus the chance to learn like Electro Web and can it learn Wide Guard? I think it can learn Wide Guard as well, right? Because like I was doing all well and feeling confident after like the stream, and then I went on a couple of rank battles and both of them had Calyrex on them, and I was like, oh, I'm not ready for Calyrex at all. So yeah, Wide Guard is definitely needed. Like, just at least have one on your team in the back at very least, like, that knows Wide Guard in case you see that Calyrex and you're just like, yeah, pop it out. Like, even if you don't use it for like other matches, it's like that's just, if you're not prepared, Calyrex is just, oh, it was rough. It was just wiping my team out entirely. So I wonder on the map if we, we do have a chest on the actual island that we can go and open. It'd be nice to go and check if we can also go and get any upgrades. which I'm not sure that we have the materials for or not, but I think we do need a small amount of rupees as well as the materials to do upgrades for it. Oh shit. Look. A Skyloft Mantis. Excellent. Oh no, we don't need to equip the digging mitts, do we? Genuinely thought that was going to be something to fling us up there. Beacon is... Oh, is this the one where you have to, like, be able to learn how to swim underwater and go through that tunnel down there? It potentially might be. Yes, yes it is. So we have to just come back for that one later, and then can we do... Okay, we have to jump off the island to be able to get the full, like, map. Let's go see if we've got anything that's worth actually getting right now. I am good, thank you. We just had some frustrating technical issues before stream because I moved some wires, but we're all good now, thank you. Welcome, Rob. You both join in. That's the thing. Right now, I'm just like, well,
okay.
Oh, fuck yes, Rob. We will back. We need to reset our sub goal, actually. Because that is a good question of, like, what is going to be our next, like, sub-goal to hit. Because there's one thing that I do want to try out, my friend recommended to me, which is, like, Poke Rogue. Which is, like, a cool roguelite that has apparently been getting popular, like, Pokemon roguelite. But obviously I want to do those on Pokemon days. Unless, like, we feel as though they're two different things where we want to do, like... You know, it's one of those questions of would people want to do, like, competitive Pokemon Thursdays and a Pokemon roguelite on Mondays, and then literally just completely commit to, like, Pokemon and Zelda. Oh no, I'm not denying that it's not a Pokemon game. I'm saying, like, would people want 2 out of 3 of our nights to be committed to 2 different Pokemon-style nights? Or would we rather keep it, like, no, keep Pokemon to Thursdays, keep things simple? Oh, we only have, like, 10 rupees. Yeah, don't worry, I'm definitely not denying, like, oh, it's definitely, not a Pokemon game, right? It's like, no, it definitely is. Do not worry, I'm not that bad. Yeah, it's definitely one of those of I'm aware that, like, yeah, committing to a Yeah, that's why I was trying to, like, do the Pokemon Nuzlocke at the same time. I know that competitive Pokemon isn't for everyone. Treasure medal and a book. Feel like what would be. I don't know why this guy's so excited to see us. He knows we've got no money. Stamina potion. Not that interesting. But like that is the other question is like, well, what other like thing would we want for our sub goal to be after we finish Mass Effect 3 then? I don't mind committing to like just saying, oh, for now, Oryx emote. I mean, to be fair, I'm happy to commit to that. Yeah, nice collection of emotes and gifs of Oryx and stuff. It is just one of those of like trying to find the time at the minute. There we go. That means minigame island is up. I'm genuinely curious. I'd be happy to like commit to not a video game being the sub goal, but something else that we want to see happen. Got any? Oh, we have got quite a few. Maybe we just, I don't know, maybe it's worth just keeping those either. Yeah, probably just keep them unopened if we don't need rupees for anything right now. Another necklace. A very cute. Sure. Ah, we can't actually get this minigame going yet. Yeah, I'd be happy to put it down to like a vote on the Discord or something. So, I mean, you know, like, you know, if you've got any other suggestions or anything, just let me know. If anyone does, can always spend this week trying to discuss like what kind of sub goals we want to suggest and have like a vote going down to it. Ultimately fun and can't be cheesed. It's hard to find something that exists like that. Are you gonna tell us why? Okay, yeah, super wacky fun wheel. There's like a... It must be in Lanayru. There's like a colourful pinwheel kind of thing that's stuck in the desert somewhere, I think. I mean, I'd have to look into the mana games a bit more. I tangentially know about them. But like... Yeah, like, I don't necessarily know that I'd enjoy them. I haven't looked too much into them. They've never been, like, from what people have described them as, they've never been, like, games that sound like I'd enjoy them. So I definitely can't commit to that. And, like, that's the thing, I can't... Most of my thinking is that, like, the aim of Tunic Tuesdays right now would be to play every game, but then after that thinking of like fun new things to do with Zelda, like challenge runs and like potentially, you know, trying out like Breath of the Wild mods to make something stupid happen or something. Like I had a lot of fun trying to do the whole like just the nearly naked Link run. Like that kind of thing was fun for me. That's true, we have not done Nearly Naked Link into Tears of the Kingdom yet. That could be another idea. Maybe I'll try and make a note of these as we're talking today. Take the hit link. Fine. Yeah, the grindiness portion of when you're talking about mana, like that kind of thing, is like why I do get a bit scared with doing like RPG stuff other than Pokemon. Because like even with Pokemon, there's been times where I've just been like, fuck it, I'm gonna go grind off stream for like 5 hours. Because I don't particularly like making grinding just like a part of the streaming experience. I feel like I know a lot of people do that way, but they kind of just make it like a grinding / chatting stream. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like I would personally find that quite difficult to do, just in terms of, oh yeah, just trying to, you know, keep the conversation going and flowing while just grinding away might be quite a difficult thing to do, I guess. We're doing alright, thank you, Alex. Yeah, we're just having a little discussion of like what our next sub goal could potentially be now that we've reached the Mass Effect sub goal. I've got an SNES Mini, and I presume, is that like, it might be on the Nintendo Online thing as well? I'm not sure. There's weird like inconsistencies with the library on there of whether like some, you know, they have the third party for, but other ones it's like, oh no, like, you know, Square Enix wouldn't give us any of the Final Fantasies. Ender Lilies. That rings a bell? Would be for another Paper Mario game. Would your vote be for another Paper Mario? Or would it be for doing 1,000 Year Remaster? Because that's also coming out. I don't actually know what they are in the game. Oh, we need a claw shot for that. But basically, they're like, they're a Super Mario RPG remake as well. That's a good shout. I haven't done that on stream, have I? Like either version of Super Mario RPG. True. Could do like a double bill that way. Yeah, I didn't think I'd done it. Was I? Because like I've played the game before, but I was fairly certain that the only time I played the game is like when I played it with a friend while I was still at uni, like. Oh. The double bill Mario remake. I mean, it's a good show. God. like, those games are great. And gives me an excuse to go and spend money on them as well. That's always the thing with the Nintendo games of, like, I can't just be like, oh yeah, I've got that one on Game Pass. It's like, no, I've got to go buy that, and then that's, like, it's always, like, still the full price as well with being Nintendo, like, never fucking going down in price. I mean, I should be more clever and use them as tax write-offs, but I'm not very good at remembering to do that shit. Oh yeah, here's our little skydiving buddies again. Yeah, it's like, I've got no clue what they're meant to be in, like, terms of lore or creatures or anything, but they just, if you touch them all while you're skydiving to an island, then get some money for it. So I think I bailed on that a bit too early to actually get the little completion thing where it's like, actually give me the money for that one. But here we have Not Link. Peter. Peater. Where he's like, I was the most popular guy in all of Skyloft. But, you know, time passes. I'm not the young buck I used to be. I eat when I get stressed. I'm worried about my darling daughter all the time. I mean, look at this belly. He's like, I'm not... I know what I am. Let's try slicing some bamboo up. It is Link's divorced dad, yeah. The weird thing about this minigame is, like, I'll give it a go now, but it's not really worth trying yet. Because the other sword upgrades that you get produce longer swords, making the game easier. So, like, it becomes really hard to do anything with the starter sword as it is. Because, like, yeah, you'll accidentally just do that and knock it too far. You gotta get at least 15 cuts. Yeah, he's like, come back when you've got a longer sword. Like, let's give it one more try. I'm in. I did too many swings. Maybe I should do, like, 4 swings one way and then 4 the other or something. Yeah, as soon as you let it go too far, it's like... There we go. But we easily hit that first record to go. The evil crystal. Wants to see us do 28 next time. I think we've only got 10 rupees left, so I'm like, fuck it, let's go. No. What are you playing as first name, last name on? Just, this is why I just, every time I could create a character or whatever, or name a character... Oh, a few different games, right. Yeah, I pretty much have committed to the idea of every game for the past, like, 5 to 10 years that I've played. I just say, I'm called Harley. Like, obviously that beginner's like, just fuck it. I think I'd, like, recently watched Suicide Squad or something like that, you know. Something with Harley Quinn in it, or played one of the Arkham games. And was like, oh, Harley's a fun name for a female character. I'll just always play as Harley. And now it's kind of evolved past that, where its meaning to me doesn't really have anything to do with Harley Quinn. It's more just like, well, that's what my characters are called. That's like... That's the name I use for custom characters. Where do I need to go? If I remember rightly, I need to go into Runwood. I need to go back to the Sanctuary, I think. I didn't mean to dive into Skyloft, for fuck's sake. I pressed the wrong... For some reason in my head, I pressed the dive off button instead of the boost button, but let's go. Remind me in 1 second, chat, so before we do story stuff, we'll compile the ideas we've got so far for stream stuff. So if you've got any more ideas before we do that, pop them in chat, and we can maybe discuss it on Thursday as well for Pokemon. Just like bring it up there if we've got anyone else different in chat. And just like get a rough idea of what ideas people have and what things people want to see. Try and be, you know, as democratic as we can about this situation. I feel slightly more enthused about the idea that democracy can work after this last week. Between, like, A, the local elections, and, B, just also, like, the whole Helldivers thing of, like, well, you know, clearly a fucking Groose, by the way. Fucking Groose. That's true. Kirby might be a good shout as well, like the, I've not played the Forgotten Lands, was it? But yeah, like, the Sony Helldivers thing as well, of just, like, clearly the developers just being like, yeah, like, they even said, like, yeah, when we signed a contract with PlayStation like 9 years ago, we did agree to this situation of like the account linking. We didn't quite know what that would entail, and we did not think it would go down in this manner. And them just clearly being frustrated as well, of being like, go and complain, go ask for refunds, like make official reviews on Steam, like make negative reviews, make your voice heard. Like, we agreed to this, but we didn't know the implications of it at the time. I've like all the fucking stupid ass people who are like, you know, people who are in countries that aren't really affected, of like, oh no, but like, I have to sign up for another account and give my details. It's like, okay, but you've given your details to Steam, you've given your details to EA, you've given your details to like in Nintendo and Ubisoft, and I'm sure like plenty of other companies. Like, your phone fucking listens to you all the time. Like, give up on your data being your own personal private data, which sucks. But, like, I'm sorry, if you think that, like, Sony are any different, every company has data leaks, as Sony does. Like, nowhere is safe, no one is safe from this shit. Like, people just being whiny about that, I'm like, I get it, but we've already lost that battle a long time ago. But whereas when it's like, oh hey, there's like 170 countries you sold this game to that can't play it anymore, or wouldn't be able to play it anymore. Like, yeah, that sucks. They shouldn't have sold the game to them, and they knew this was coming. And yeah, I'm glad that enough people made their voices heard and asked for refunds and stuff like that. That I'm sure it was probably when Steam just delisted it in half the places it was available. That, like, that was probably the kick up Sony's arse, where they were like, oh, okay. Yeah, we can't do that. You know, that wouldn't have happened if people didn't make themselves very, like, heard in the correct avenues. Like, shouting at people on Twitter ain't doing shit. It's asking for refunds and explaining why you need one to Steam to make them get into action. That's the official channels that you should be going down to make companies aware of what's going on. It's like shouting at the fucking community manager's not going to do anything. I love this. Group's being like, yeah, Link's just like, oh, dude. Oh, you cute little himbo. Well, you see, it isn't that there's nothing down here, it's that the world got ravaged by demons. They're like, I mean, I'm literally in the middle of watching, like, the Fallout TV show. So it kind of reminds me of, like, the opposite of that scenario of, like, well, see, what happened was loads of, like, lucky, quote, in quotes, people who were probably super rich got to go and, like, join the vaults and be safe. And all of the world was left to just get destroyed and ravaged. And, like, some of us, as Hyrule was being devastated, Hylia took a small group of, like, land and a small population to be safe, and we all got taken into the sky to be safe and friendly and happy up above. And it's like, what about everybody else? It's like, don't worry about everybody else. You guys are safe. You guys are the chosen ones. And this, at least, you know, there are monsters and stuff around the place, but certainly looks a lot nicer than the wasteland. Like, this place isn't just ravaged and irradiated and dead. At least it, like, is, apart from monsters being everywhere, it's pretty fucking nice. Yeah, 3 episodes in order to say we are now. From now on, we'll call it Groupland. But yeah, Fallout's been really good so far, and it's been really cool and fascinating, because I didn't realise that, like, Jenna knew zero information about, like, any Fallout. So it's been really cool seeing her discover, like, how cool the world is, and, like, you know, explain bits and pieces to her and stuff. Like, it's been a fun ride. It's been nice to see that, like, different perspective of somebody that has no clue what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Just be glad that you're not in the orphan crushing machine. It's gonna be okay. Like, you don't need to worry about the fact that the lands below got destroyed. You just need to worry that you were one of the chosen ones. And not the orphan crushing machine. Unfortunately, we lost the controls for the orphan crushing machine for a long time. Like, Big Groose will handle the search for Zelda from here. Don't you worry, Link. Those 3 temples that you've cleared and done all this work and saved Zelda and, well, kind of not really saved Zelda. Imp has kind of done that so far. But yeah, you know, don't worry about any of the shit that you've done and all the bosses that you defeated and stuff. I'm now going to go find Zelda and save her. And that's the difference between Groose and Link, is like, Link's trying to save Zelda because he wants to save Zelda. Groose is trying to save Zelda so that hopefully he'll get some time together with her. It's like, yeah, he's just literally trying to, like, save her so she'll be, like, what, impressed and fall in love with him. Yeah, for very selfish means, yeah. However, yes, right. Okay. So, oh, if chat could help remind me what we've said so far about some potential sub-goal ideas, apart from the orphan crushing machine, which we have no control over, I am doing so. Oh. Kirby and Secret Man. I know you jokingly mentioned some Oryx emotes, but if you want that to be a legit one, we can put that in as well, Shadow. Sub goals, ideas. So Secret of Mana, Kirby, Forgotten Land. The Paper Marios, I'd probably do, well, like, the Mario RPGs would probably be 2 separate sub-goals, but I'll put, like, Super Mario RPG to then be followed up by Thousand Year Door. Things start getting pricey if I start adding up, like, multiple games into one sub-goal in one go. Apart from, obviously, when it's, like, a Mass Effect trilogy, like, you know, that's a bit different, but that's more the time-consuming element of, like, I've got to commit Carl onto the hook for, like, months on end to do those. Early. Kingdom. So we've got Secret of Mana, Kirby Forgotten Lands, Super Mario RPG with Thousand Year Door after that. I'll just split those off. I guess I'll put Super Mario RPG as, like, the one to vote for, and then just make it clear, like, after Super Mario RPG, like, you'd have a sub 1,000 years if people wanted that as well. And then Nearly Naked Link. And then we also said, like, just, like, some community night stuff. Which we could figure out the details of a bit later down the line, but, like, you know, Mario Party / Kart. I'm aware that that's, like, limiting people to, like, only having a Switch. Were there any other suggestions? Smash Bros. Yeah, like, as far as I'm aware, there isn't any good cross-platform Mario Party equivalents. Maybe I'll put Jackbox. That's always, like, popular idea. Fall Guys is one that we often fall back on. So I'll just put that as some ideas for, like, potential community nights that we have. And, like, if it was, like, a community night one, maybe we could be, like, I mean, I'll probably be able to figure out some kind of, like, weight loss montagey thing for Oryx. I've just, like, whack a few different, like, pictures of, you know, the last 6 months together of him. We have lots of pictures, but we haven't specifically, like, you know, sat there and got, like, here's the same picture in different weights or anything like that. It's just like, here's pictures of him looking cute, whether he be tubby or not. And I'm sure I could, like, make a gif of, like, you know, here's a picture of him once every month or something. And just show him looking skinnier in each cute picture. But we haven't specifically done, like, here's a you know, like, profile view of his weight loss adventure or anything. And we weren't that prepared about it. Yeah, the hot dog with and without the bun. So yeah, the ones that I threw down as, like, maybe we could do community night stuff, but, like, make them smaller goals because we're only committing to, like, a night. So just make it like, oh, fuck it, you know, 10 subs and we'll do a community night again. Or something like that, like 10, 15 subs, just something a bit smaller so we're not waiting, like, ages to do it. But the ones I've got as an idea is, like, just Mario Party or Kart, Super Smash Bros, Jackbox or Fall Guys. I'll just put like etc. And maybe we could just like do a couple of those as sub goals back to back. If people would rather just do it that way, of like every now and then we just get to do like a little community instead. It's just one of those of like, got a lot of stuff going on at home nowadays, so like just the time for streaming has become very difficult, especially like doing like extra nights on top of what I already do or anything for community night. Just lots of, you know, good busy things, but like today, for example, my entire day has been like walking the dogs, going to the shop, doing a big meal prep for the week, like, because, you know, it's kind of like I do have, when I do meal prep, I kind of do like a double meal prep in one go, so it's like it can take hours because it's like Jana's veggie and I'm not, so then essentially me doing twice the work near enough. But yeah, well, it's all good, but happy to do it and stuff, but it just consuming. But I enjoy doing it, but just it can be a lot of work. We want to put a lot of time and effort into trying to like improve Wiki Weekends. But yeah, it's just like a weird thing at the moment where, like, with Carl moving and me being busy, it's like trying to figure out where and when to use our time wisely. I can't remember exactly what this is, so that's why I'm a bit like in two minds trying to actually read this. Like, it's something along the lines of like when we get the ability to use the harp. That like you use the harp where there's butterflies and they make like goddess walls appear, and you just get like hearts and rupees and stuff out of them, I think, if I remember right. But basically, like, the gist of it was just Gorko telling us that, hey, if you see a flock of butterflies anywhere, then that means some shit is going down, kind of thing. Like, hey, it's always Pride Month here. Like, that's the thing, is it's that not weird thing, but the classic, you know, Pride Month of, oh, at the beginning of Pride Month, all the corporations are like, hey, it's Rainbow Flag Month. And then a month later, it's like, yeah, let's spend the next 11 months not acknowledging any kind of pride or anything. Like, we've done our duty, we've done the 1 month, that's it. Like, we're taking away all the rainbows for the rest of the year now. And, yeah, I just think it's so, like, fucking hollow and insincere that it's like, no, I'm not taking away pride shit after the month. It's like, fuck you. I don't want people to feel welcome 1 month at a time. It's just, I appreciate that, you know, companies don't necessarily want to spend all of the year just focusing on pride, but it's, you know, they do the classic of like, oh, well, we'll celebrate like Black History Month and Pride Month, and then for the rest of the year we won't actively use our branding to do any good. That we feel like those ones are spoken about enough where we'll do something for those ones because otherwise people will push back against us. The old one. So anyone who's been watching along in chat and, you know, half paying attention to the story, because, like, the story's a bit more in-depth in this game, but I'm kind of just like, it's a Zelda game. But, like, if anyone has been keeping along, like, does anyone have a guess who this old one may be? Oh god, no. I can't remember my exact wording, but it was like, I don't want people to only feel welcome 1 month of the year. It has been his fate to do this thing, and in doing so, save us. It was decided long before you were brought crying into this world. Attack on one. I mean, the thing that I'm just pissed off about is, like, where's Godzilla -1? Where the fuck is it? Because, like, I didn't see it crop up in movie theaters. It doesn't appear to be on any streaming service or even coming to one outside of Japan. I just feel like it's just like, yeah, you guys don't get to see it. It's like, great, thanks. Because unless it was, like, showing for a day at cinemas near me, and I missed it. Like, I tried checking a couple of different times, and I've just not seen it crop up in cinemas or streaming at all. Simulcast. Is that as in, like, it simultaneously streams, like, on Crunchyroll as it comes out in Japan? Yeah, I heard, like, Ghostbusters Afterlife was... Oh, wait, no. Afterlife, I heard mixed things about. Frozen Empire, I heard, like, apart from IGN being like, man, it's a 4 out of 10, I heard most people who were like, yeah, if you just up for some, like, good, dumb, fun Ghostbusters stuff, like, it's a pretty good time. Frozen Empire was what you meant. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I heard pretty good things of, like, yeah, if you just up for, like, fun Ghostbusters action, pretty damn good. I think maybe, like, you know, as a... You know, maybe, like, somebody who's not into Ghostbusters as much, who doesn't have that nostalgia and is doing a critical review for a website like IGN, yeah, maybe it might not critically be the best film, but not everything has to be. It's like, I tweeted about watching, like, absolutely anything and, like, finding out Robin Williams' last credit is, like, that movie as a dog. But it was rated, like, 6 point something on IMDb. It was like, yeah, that seems about right, but fine, fun movie to have on the background while I played games. Like, it wasn't bad. But it's not like I sat there and said it was a fucking critical darling or anything. Yeah, that I shouldn't have checked, but I just went, wait, like, this movie came out, like, less than 10 years ago. And Robin Williams is in it? I shouldn't have locked it up, but it's like, other than Night at the Museum 2, which was his other credit that I think may have also been after he passed away, but before absolutely anything came out. It's like, the rest of the movies that he was in during the end of his, like, you know, short-lived life, was like, he was doing just a bunch of random shit that was getting, like, 4s and 5s on IMDb. It wasn't like he'd recently done anything that was a massively critical darling or anything. Like, you know, it wasn't as if it you know, the movie before that, it was something phenomenal, and he then also happened to do absolutely anything. I think he was just in that period of his life where he's like, fuck it, let's get paid. I respect. I attempted to play the harp that I received. No, not actually. I'd even say, like, that's the thing, like, Steven Seagal movies are probably still, like, mostly watchable, right? They're still probably, like, 4 or 5 out of 10 and not, like, a unwatchable mess. Like, the people behind the production are still probably semi-competent at what they're doing. I mean, oh, okay, are they that bad? Right, yeah. Like, I would recommend, you know, if you can, obviously, spare the money. Like, smart light bulbs are great because of that. Because, like, you don't have that weird thing where light bulbs in different rooms are different color temperatures or brightness or anything. It's like the last time I bought a bunch, it was only like £5 per light bulb, I think it was. I'm just got playing time with them. There we go. But yeah, it's been a nice thing of, like, depending on the time of day as well, whether you want, like, your light bulbs to be of, like, a brighter white to keep you a bit more awake, or you want them to be kind of like a warmer color, or put them as like a colored light. I definitely would highly recommend that, just in terms of, like, because I mostly got smart light bulbs not to do anything weird with them. Like, I barely use the smart functions of, like, you know, I don't really use the timers on them or the remote activation on them or anything. It's just the fact that I can just change the, like, warmth of the light and not have it be so, like, fucking awful all the time. It's just, yeah. That's mostly what I've gotten out of having smart light bulbs. Although the timer thing is useful when you go on holidays. Make it look like there might be somebody in the house. From this in time with the circles going in and out. So remind me who Neil Breen is. The name's not ringing a bell. We'll say some of the nicest musical moments in this are, of course, the heart moments. Just like with Ocarina of Time, some of the best songs there are like the ocarinas. Not necessarily that example there, because we just learned the initial melody, but some of the musical moments with the harps are really nice. The Goddess's harp. Like, nobody in the fucking Zelda universe just makes an instrument, do they? It's always like the Goddess's harp or the Ocarina of Time and all this shit. Although you do get the fairy ocarina in Ocarina of Time for a couple of hours. Tommy Wiseau with film editing software. Yeah, I'm sure I'm probably familiar with some of his work, but the name's just not ringing a bell. The Great Slab standing before you is known as the Gate of Time. The last of its kind in existence, maybe because the other one that was in the desert just got blown the fuck up. Protect it from Girahim getting in. If you open the gate and pass through, you'll likely end up in the site of Zelda. Many hardships and put yourself in great danger to awaken the gate from its dormant state. You must endure. It is your fate as the chosen hero of the god. Like, oh no. I think that's a weird little thing with like text box language in video games, is when you can see that the end of the paragraph, that sentence has been interrupted by something. It's like kind of spoiling that some shit's about to go down in a weird way. But I mean, like, that's the kind of thing where, you know, Paul and I mention on a lot of videos, like, it's at least more interesting to find movies and talk about creators that were making, like, just absolute, just random shit that it's at least worth discussing, rather than, like, an Aquaman 2, where, like, it comes out and its value of discussion is almost at, like, 0. Because it's just a perfectly bland film. It might be worth me, like, looking up some of his work first and seeing if Carl's familiar with him, rather than just, like, I feel like it might be a bit of a empty topic if it's just Carl and I have no familiarity with his work. Like, Double Down isn't. See, that's the thing, I'm not familiar with Double Down. I'm more sorry to the PR side, as we've been discussing, like, Neil Breen for 2 minutes while that text box has been sat there. The kind of shit I love, just where it's, again, I mentioned it with, like, Halo Infinite, where it's like, oh no, you must escape right now, the place is exploding, you must panic and escape. Like, nah. I think I'm alright. Like, what are you gonna do about it, game? What are you gonna do about it when I don't pay attention to the fact that you're telling me that something is urgent, but not actually making it urgent? You little... I generally just don't play early access games. Like, I've been very, very tempted to break that for the sake of Hades 2, but hearing, like, oh yeah, there's still, you know, areas that they want to add to the game and bosses that they want to add and placeholder assets still, and well, okay, I'm happy to. I'm happy to actually literally sit here very urgently, just sit down and just wait for a little bit. And it's like, yeah, I'm sure in 6 months, in a year's time, when Hades 2 is finished, I'll be able to go and fully immerse myself in that game. And I don't like the idea of having a really good run and knowing that I could have taken that run to end game levels and I would have been able to defeat the final boss, or at least I think I would have been able to defeat the final boss with that, and then just get greeted with the, like, yeah, well, that area of the game isn't created yet, you know, this is the end of your early access run. Like, oh, but I had so much potential in this run, I could have probably beaten the game if I was playing the final version. I'm unfamiliar with Ender Magnolia, though. I know the two big ones at the moment were, like, No Rest for the Wicked, and now Hades 2 has just come out. But yeah, there was zero urgency to any of that. Of just screen shaking a little bit, and the music is tense, but nothing stopping Link just having a nap on the stool at the side. Oh, right. I mean, to be fair, I can see why you're tempted to, if you've just finished Ender Lilies as well. But it's also one of those things where I think I've gotten quite good at waiting for most games. Like, I think the only 2 games, maybe in the past year or so, that I've bought at full price were RE4 Remake and RE7 Rebirth. So the 2 remakes I've been excited about, but like, you know, say for example, like, oh, I played Stellar Blade day 1, but that's because we got a code for Stellar Blade. Like, oh, I played X and Y game on Xbox Game Pass day 1, but that's because it was day 1 on Game Pass. Just go off and chocobo breed while meteorite's about to hit. Or like when you're told, go kill Ganon as quickly as you can, and you're like, well, this sounds like time to hunt down every Korok. But yeah, like, I've kind of gotten used to, as I say, like, most of the time I don't buy games full price, which has kind of gotten me used to the idea of, well, everyone's talking about being excited for this early access game, but I've gotten used to waiting around for half of the games that I play to go on sale. That I am okay with it. To be fair, I was speaking incorrectly because I do usually just pay for Nintendo games as well, because generally speaking, Nintendo games take years to go on sale, whereas I'm just like, well, I'm happy to wait 6 months to pay half the price for a game I'm not, you know, wanting to play day 1 necessarily. Like, most of the time I'm fine to. RE4 Remake. RE4 is like one of my favourite games of all time and one of my most replayed, and I just was far too excited for that one. Same with like seeing all the reviews and seeing like mates talk about 7 Rebirth and stuff. I think I got that like 2 days after it came out. Day after it came out. So I was like, okay. When it comes to Nintendo games, I'm just like, what's the fucking point? Because I'm probably gonna wait, like, as I say, like, when talking about Kirby, like, if Kirby Forgotten Lands becomes House of Gold, more than likely, I'll still be having to pay full price when I buy that, even though it's how old now, like, over a year old, maybe over 2 years old. You have to run to the head and slap this into its brain, right? There we go. Yeah, like, the Imprisoned, I think it's called, generally speaking, is made fun of for being goofy and shit, even in the context of this game being very, like, goofy and cartoonish looking. It's a really bland, poor, goofy-looking design. And I think in Nintendo's head, they were just like, but look, lots of scales and teeth. That's detail, right? It's like, yeah, but it looked so very odd and out of place, even for a more colourful, cartoony game. Because this, to me, in my head, was always, well, we got backlash from Wind Waker. Then we got backlash for like going too far the other way with Twilight Princess from Wind Waker fans, but most people enjoyed kind of how dark Twilight Princess was. For the majority of Westerners, the Twilight Princess went down well, right? But a lot of Japanese players and a lot of people who weren't cowards really fucking liked Wind Waker, and they probably heard a lot of feedback of like, this is such a drastic swing the other way, that they kind of tried to make a bit of a compromise. Yeah. His little posy boat. And like, I always make fun of Twilight Princess and all that jazz, but I was super teenagey and edgy at the time and was all in on it looking all edgy and dark and emo-y. It hit me at the perfect time, but I still always loved and preferred Wind Waker, like, regardless. But yeah, I definitely wasn't a hater of Twilight Princess or anything myself when it came out. It's just, I think Wind Waker has aged way more gracefully, whereas Twilight Princess is very much of a certain time in my head. Fine, it's 2006, we all liked MTR, it's okay. Or it's not okay, I presume. Not corked wine, it'll age like fine wine. It's okay, Bob. That is definitely the better and more accurate. You beat me there. And just also, like... Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I remember it looking a bit cooler in Death, but, like... That's a bit of a cool way to die, but I was like, oh, that's a really weird, like, lame death sequence. Okay, no. That makes up for it. That very much reminds me of the Twilight Princess effects, where they would burst into all the Twilighty kind of... almost, like, pixely look. Yeah, that's Skyward Sword. Strike. I still found it really funny just watching that the like E3 presentation from 2010 for Skyward Sword when I was compiling the motion controls wiki weekends video, like just editing that and watching that presentation. Just man, like that was such a devastating gameplay demonstration of, look, it's all one-to-one, and you can see Miyamoto like trying to grin and bear through it as the game just does completely nothing that he's asking it to do. Is that he's like, look, it's perfect control. I just need to do a vertical slash, and Link's like, huh, 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 and doing backflips and spin attacks. It's like, see, perfect control. Yeah, another Crab's Treasure looks really fun. Just like, I love the idea that it's like a hermit crab, and as you progress through the game, you're like getting new different types of shells and upgrading your shell as a hermit crab. It's a cool idea. I mean, to be fair, though, it does have, I believe, from the get-go, right? I can't remember 100%. But it does have the accessibility option of just give the crab a gun. But if there's a boss that you're really struggling with, just give this crab, like, a full-on fucking gun. Yeah, yeah. Just, like, if you just want to go and explore the world and explore the story... Like, fuck it. We'll just give you a gun and you can absolutely murk bosses with it. And I've also seen... I'm not trying to spoil anything because I don't know the actual spoilers. But I've seen people just... Same way with, like, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Where it's like, oh, cool, it's a cutesy Kirby game. What do you mean I'm fighting God? Like, I've seen that kind of, like... People are saying that in some way about, like... another Crab's Treasure of like all of a sudden shit hits the fan and you're like, oh god, okay. Like not literal god, but like, oh man, like this game just kind of explodes out of nowhere kind of thing, like halfway through or something. Or like during the end or whatever it is, I don't really know. But I've seen people like say without spoiling anything, you're just like, yeah, this game gets fucking wild. So like it could be another sub goal. Yeah, I'll add it to the list. But yeah, apparently just like that's a really good reason for them having that as a good accessibility option. Is just, oh hey, like for anyone that just wants to see this wild story play out, then fuck it, just we've got an option for you to just shoot everything and just get through the game real easy. I think that should be just an option in any Souls-like game of just anyone that just wants to put on a baby-ass baby mode and just enjoy the world, enjoy the lore, enjoy like the world, the storytelling, like all the cool bosses. Like 100%, I think. Yeah, for example, like Jenna would probably love the world and the lore of Elden Ring and the iconography and stuff. Like, Ender Lily still. That's the thing is like you can add what you want to the list. Like I'm not the one voting for it. I'll just put out a poll. And like it might be one of those things of like if it's a game I'm not very familiar with, it might be, as Ross said, like do a single stream of it, see if you're up for it kind of thing. Do like a smaller sub goal of like give this game a try and see if you want to play it, or just do like do a community goal of like, you know, like grab bag week or a grab bag day or whatever, like where I just say, hey, we're gonna sit down for like a bit of a longer stream and do like 4 or 5 hours of just give a few different games a shot and see what we want to play by the end of it. Also, for anyone that, you know, they do change it up every time. But if you didn't enjoy that boss fight, quote unquote, with the imprisoned, get used to it. Is a lot. I think it's like 3 or 4 times that you do that fight with like one thing added on every time. Let's put that down. But longer grab bag type. It might be good to like, hey, I don't know what we're gonna commit to, but whichever one I have the most fun with out of like these 4 games that have been suggested, or however many it is that I'm not familiar with, or whatever, like give each one an hour, see which one grabs me. You know, and then we'll like play some of that instead and see how long we want to commit to it. So basically, this is now like the part 2, if you will, of Skyward Sword, the Ballad of the Goddess. So, yeah, there's 3 different sacred flames. One in each of the 3 locations we've already been to. But basically each area opens up and there'll be like... instead of just going to the forest, there's like a forest. And now we open up the lake part. And there's like a secondary part to each of the 3 locations we've all already been to. And it's kind of... they open up a bit. They become a bit more explorable as you get new items and stuff, and yeah, it's a very interesting way to do things because it's not like those games. Like for a weird random example that I can think of right now off the top of my head is like Devil May Cry 4. You play through the game, and you get through the first half of the game as Nero, and then you literally do each level in reverse order as Dante, and basically work your way back from like where Nero's end is to where Nero's beginning is as Dante. But the problem with that is that you do the exact same levels, you do the exact same bosses, whereas this expands each of the locations, gives you a new item in each location, gives you a new temple in each location. Playing DMC4 soon. Have you, like, gotten through much of the other DMCs already? I don't think the first one's overly long. They're all character action games that are, like, 8 to 12 hours kind of thing at most. But yeah, that for sure is, like, it will wait, yeah. Waiting is maybe the best thing that, well, waiting is one way to play 2. Another way to play 2 is to just never play it, but it's probably, if you've played 1 and 3, it's worth at least going and playing a level or 2 and just seeing how weirdly different it is. I would definitely suggest, if you're interested in like the background of how it's so weirdly different, is to check out the... Oh, what's the name of the video series? It's by Matt McMuscles on YouTube. What happened? Of just how, you know, what happened during the development of this game. The DMC2 one is really interesting. Because it's like, they made DMC1, and then all of a sudden, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, they've done one on Devil May Cry 1 as well as 2, and both are really interesting. I think he's done them both. I might be thinking of, like, maybe, like, a digital game and all. I remember him doing a good one on Devil May Cry 2. Because it's just, yeah, they made Devil May Cry 1, but then they went in completely different direction with number 2 and changed what Dante is as a person and what the development team was. And, like, the development team was all basically from, like, a fighting game background and stuff. DMC, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry. I mean, I was just talking about, like, Devil May Cry and Devil May Cry 2, or DMC. DMC is probably also a very interesting one. Like, I don't know if there's a Devil May Cry without a really fucked up development, from the sounds of it. Just like Dante. Just nothing ever seemingly goes right. To be fair, I don't know if anything really went particularly badly with Devil May Cry 5. I never heard any shit about that one. As far as I'm aware, it was just Capcom over the past, you know, like 5-10 years have just been like, fuck it, let's just make really good games, and seemingly have done. There isn't a 6 yet, and there isn't one that has even been suggested or leaked or anything. Like, there's no signs of life for a Devil May Cry 6 yet. Oh, yeah. Butterflies tend to gather around gossip stones like myself. To find a spot swarming with butterflies, play a tune of great beauty, and a gossip stone may just pop up out of the ground with a boing. Catch the... I can't remember if you can... I feel like you can. I mean, there's that weird time where Capcom kinda just started, like, farting out a bunch of crap, though. And, like, a lot of Capcom's games are really inconsistent. Not necessarily bad, but very inconsistent. Oh yeah, you can. You get a bird feather, you don't get the bird. But over the past, like, yeah, I'd say, like, 5 to 10 years, depending on the franchise, they've just been like, fuck it, every game we put out is going to be, like, good to great to fantastic. I was a fan of Lost Planet of some kind. I can't remember whether I have a specific preference for 1, 2, or 3. I've got a feeling that I like... Maybe it was just in any of them, but... I think I liked 3's co-op. Because either they added co-op in that game, or that was the first one I played co-op with a friend. But yeah, I did really enjoy the Lost Planets that I did play. I don't think I've played all 3. But I just remember those being, like, you know, really solid, weird Xbox 360 titles that not many people played necessarily, but like, as we always mention, like, the kind of, like, the swimming in sevens of, like, a really fun, simple, like, 7 out of 10. That isn't the most revolutionary game of all time. It's not like a fucking Breath of the Wild or something, but it's just really just fun and cool to play. I do. I've got a feeling that that's where I discovered them. It was just one of those where, you know, timeline-wise, I was probably like, what, high school, and I had no money, and was like, yeah, fuck it, I found this game, but like, this random game I've never heard of is a $5 and has decent reviews. Let's give it a shot. And that's kind of why I love Game Pass so much, because there's so many nights where I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to play, but I've got really good internet. That was not bees, don't worry. You can shoot down beehives in the game, but these are like just big dangling fruits. You'll notice when you shoot down a beehive because you will get fucked up by the bees. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of, you know, that time of like bargain bin kind of things. Not on the quality of the games on Game Pass. I think they have a pretty good threshold for quality on Game Pass for the most part. There's a few stinkers in there, but the average game on Game Pass is I think of pretty good quality. Like, I think they've done a relatively good job of keeping it as like a curated library, where it's not just like Steam's storefront where fuck it, we'll let any garbage on here. But yeah, it just reminds me of, yeah, back in the day when it go and grab like oh, here's like 5 games for £10 or whatever the fuck it was at like Game Station or Game, and like, just hopefully one of them's a fucking banger. Hopefully one of them's fun for the weekend even. Nightbot is off. The Nightbot is after your nostril damage, but thank you for raiding. We've just got... Nightbot is very strict with all caps or lots of emotes, I'm afraid. Yeah. Remnant 2 sounds like good fun, but... yeah, it was more just like... I had no one, really, to play it with, so I just didn't check it out. Because it's funny, because, like, the people that I all heard about Remnant from was Destiny streamers. The issue being that the people I co-op Destiny with it's hard enough for us to all find time for like 6 of us to get on Destiny as it is. So to then add a distraction away from Destiny on top of trying to get raids together is it was not worth trying to get those people to join in and play Remnant instead of Destiny. It's like I can barely get us all together to do a raid as it is. How is the game going? It's going well, thank you. A bit. I should probably ask Feed, like, what the fuck are we doing? Because I forgot what my objective is. We've just been told to get the Sacred Flames. Okay, so it's telling me go back to Skyloft and use the Ballad of the Goddess up there. Right, yeah. Link with a net is so OP. It's this game and Twilight Princess where the cheese for Ganondorf and not Ganondorf in this game necessarily, but I won't spoil that for anyone who might not know, but the final boss, the cheese for the final boss is to have a bug net and distract it with the bug net. It's like, it's easier to beat the final boss using a bug net. Because Link's just that good a bug hunter. Bird statue. But yeah, I'm excited because, like, this, and to be fair, I think the third temple that we did last stream is also a highlight of the game. But I feel like this is really where Skyward Sword kind of finds its stride a bit in the second half. So I'm really excited to get into this part of the game, but it is just that weird thing of, like, going back and forth. Wish the game had less of it. I understand why they do it, but goddamn, it would just be nice to not be forced constantly to be like, hey, do you want to go back up? Do you want to go down? Do you want to go up? Do you want to go down? It's like, I'd rather just not. But actually, that's a good point. We don't need a bird star. I just hit it from here. How do we use it? Yeah, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy your food. Yes, we do have our little Zelda Skyloft amiibo, not Skywing. Which means that we can just return to the sky. God, we can do that. Again, so many amiibo that I buy are just to have as collectibles and not for the amiibo functions, but that does just make my life easier rather than running around for a statue. If I remember right, now is the time where we use these little windmill things and open up the like lighthouse that is that thing over there in front of Link now. Almost lighthouse-ish thing. Okay, no, it's not that time because we can't get that problem. They'll have to be able to find Rusty before we can bring anything up from the sky. So maybe we just go to the goddess statue, play the Ballad of the Goddess there. That is one thing UI-wise I think they did really poorly in this game, is that you don't have a button prompt for where, like, what button it is to use the harp. So if you don't just sit here and remember that, like, oh yeah, well, you, of course, you use the harp by pressing X. Okay, not here. There's some... maybe we play Soul. No? Go away. Okay. So remember, there is a point where we have to use the ghost bellows to open up that lighthousey thing. To then play the ballad of the goddess up there. This place here. Former book. Let's just use the... You have to make both of these windmills face that place. This guy's just looking for sister. Maybe she's on that. This guy.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, he actually said thank you. In English. Just to the top of here. Let's sound the goddess a song beneath the light's radiance. Unto her chosen hero shall piercing guidance. There's like just one thing missing in my head. Maybe we'll go and like... Maybe we can just go... Oh. Go and I'd like... Ask the headmaster maybe? Nice. Or one of those. We'll check in the school. The academy is probably where someone... Oh, there's a voice in the restroom every night. Gotta stand the classic Majora's Mask reference of just like... hand in the toilet and out of the toilet. I think it's just Majora's Mask. Two more Zelda game. So, ask the headmaster. What the fuck's going on, mate? I was still in one. We're out of 1-0 now, though. Just we're not at Eggman Island, but we're not at 1-0. Can't be easy for you now. No, it's not. Mainly because I don't know what the fuck we're meant to do next. I want to know the lyrics of the song that Zelda sang on the ceremony. Like, just sing it, please, bitch. If it's lyrics you're after, I can recite them for you. Let's see. O youth, guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and sky and bring light to the land. That's the first part, but as I recall, there's a second verse. O youth, show the two whirling sails the way to the light tower, and before you a path shall open, heavenly song shall hear. The light tower mentioned in the song is the real place. Not sure you've seen the tower in the plaza. Don't know a thing about the two whirling sails though. Two whirling sails. I know what it means. But now I don't know how to reclaim the, like, lost piece. Because there's, like, a pinwheel thing that we need. So I don't... Yeah, that's the... remember that we need to get the little robot and repair the little robot to let us bring something up from the sky. From the surface to the sky, so that then that can grab the pinwheel thing to spin that towards the lighthouse. Oh shit, there's a lot of gear we can upgrade. We don't have any hornet lava. We don't have any dust relics. Can upgrade though. Oh, good old bug net. Oh, we don't have the money to, feel like... Please, sir, what is this thing? Because that's what we need him to fix. This time I will charge only 1 rupee to tell you your fortune. Ah. What information do we seek? Who next? So this person does, like, tell your fortune so that you can just, like, get a hint as to where to go next. All is revealed. Structures with large whirling sails come into focus. Something creates a gust and the structures turn. 2 buildings face the tower. Aware of that. What do you want? Sacred shield? Ah, of course, yes. Fire, not a sweat. Electricity, no. Painful zaps. Automatically repair itself while it sustains damage. Only for 500 rupees. We don't have 500 rupees. Stop getting mad at us for saying no when we don't have them. God damn it. Okay. Let's go over to the tower then. See if maybe someone's nearby that can tell us, like, yeah, that one's broke, mate. Yeah, how dare you be poor? Like, how dare you say no? And then if you say yes, they're like, you don't have enough money for that. You bellend. It's like, yeah. Oh, here we go. This guy's gonna be like, yeah. That windmill's kind of fucked. Needs to be a little propeller attached to them. That's the word, propeller. The edge of a cloud. I presume in the green. Yeah, well done, feet. Thanks for the input of, like, popping out. Hey, maybe that propeller that's lost, you should go find it. Thanks for your input, feet. Yes, thank you. Hang on, Link. Gondo at the scrap shop told me that use the flying robot to hold back from clouds. Excellent. So that's where start repairing the little scrap robot. Pretty sure they called it. Ink as well. Bug there. It's like Skyward's equivalent of breaking pots. Like you can also break pots. Yeah, no worries, Shadow. Thank you very much for joining in. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, Skyward Sword Link he loves breaking these pumpkins. It's a poor haul though. Still got. I think that says 95 rupees there. My camera does block it a little bit, admit. Don't think a rupee count, but that means we still got to get 405 more rupees. These pumpkins are just spitting out ones at me. It does mean we only need 5 though. Trade our bug net. Gotta like have the optimized run here. So you know where to pick up all the little stamina. There we go. Pumpkin. Is there a band called Broken Pots? Link's True Heroes. I don't think I can help you. My grandma's a robot. Oh, his name's Scrapper. I don't know why I thought it was an amazing robot once. Go when you would call him, he would go anywhere and haul anything. Ah, he's fine. There's a song called Broken Pots there. If only it was by the Smashing Pumpkins. Extract from an ancient flower. Take mine. We've got one. I'm glad we already had one. Wait here. Fix him up in no time. Fuck yeah. I like how the game's like, look at the cute robot, and we're like, no, look at the cute dog. There we go. LD 301F. Not even like any leet speak thing or anything there. I don't think. That's what, like, eels? Who is this green-clad individual of small stature? Was it an anagram soldier? No, no, it'd be yeah. So I'll be Soldai. Good old Soldai scrapper. Soil scrap.
Oh!
Well, please do. Individual may have restored my operations, but I am not inclined to offer assistance. Serving children is very low in my task priority. But you know what? I feel that. I really do. I agree with this robot. Okay, so we can use dowsing. Bella, thank God. It will not be possible to carry the item in your pouch and return to the sky. Who are you? He's like, well, Fee. Should I call you Mistress Fee? Are you looking for something, Mistress Fee? Can you step on me, Mistress Fee? I will offer my services if you agree to, like, hover above me with your feet. I will carry anything regardless of your destination. He's proper just simping for Fee. Master Short Pants, I offer assistance. I can now detect Mistress Fee's thought waves. But I will not offer my work to you, I will offer my work to Mistress Fee. Maybe that's what the anime. Okay, we're going towards Elden. Good old Elden Ring. Oh, we didn't buy the bug upgrade. Bug net upgrade. That will be handy. How handy pie is, but tasty. Upgrade. Give me that bug net. Go for it. It's the end game weapon of all end game weapons in this game. We need it. We need the upgrade. Literally need it for the final boss. The big bug net. Now double its original size, make it easy to capture the most nimble bugs. I think it also makes it easier to capture like multiple at once. Like when those birds are all flocked together, there's like 3 of them, for example, or like same with the butterflies. I think it's a lot easier to just be able to catch a bunch of them in one big go. It's a nice little quality of life upgrade. And I think the pinwheel for the minigame island, that coloured thing that he needs, the coloured wheel thing, like that is, I think in Lanayru, in the desert. No! Just take them all off. Possible to descend to a specific bird statue once you arrive at this location. Cool. Okay, no entry. Oh, I remember where it is, yeah. We don't want to go to Sky. Game lied to me. I want to go to the temple entrance, because I remember it's just... We had that place where there was, like, to the one side of the temple entrance. I remember being like, oh yeah, we need to grab this for a side quest later, but it's for the main quest. Oh! Assume this is the red one. The Sky Nerds. Can't stop the Sky Nerds. Yep, it is. Oh, also. Look at this. Capture indeed. There we go. There we go. Just remember, if we see butterflies like that. Oh, hello. I just gave some more. Had some of the goddess cubes unlock all sorts of treasure when they fly up into the sky. Some even not. Oh, they do indeed. Yep. They'll be right here. It is now possible to retrieve this. Yes, please call the robot. Get Scrapper down here now, mistress. It's such a, like, good ability for it to just telepathically call down a robot that's going to carry anything of any size and any weight, is what Scrapper said. Just giving Link shit. We should also collect. Return to the sky. Let's do that. Let's just cheat. Return from right here. Amiibo. Let's use our amiibo. Don't even need to go back up to the bird statue. It saved us 20 seconds, but fuck it, it saved us 20 seconds. Better than nothing. Let's go. Oh, okay, it's just gonna take us to the place where we need to be. Not gonna fuck about. That's the kind of thing where they're like, you are not returning to Skyloft without returning this, because we don't want you to, like, soft lock the game or anything. Is the old robot, yeah. That is the windmill propeller, yeah. The whole story handed down through Gondor's family was true. Like, yeah, you all thought he was crazy, but still. Crank that and a few clicks, and good as gold.
Hey!
Oh shit, yeah, he still needs to fix the cupboard. Like, he fixed the windmill, second one for Link, but he won't, when he believed that there was no way to ever get the propeller back, let's just point out. But he will not fix the cupboard for his wife. All that way around. Couldn't have just gone the other way. And that should create, like, a proper little lighthouse. Yeah, there we go. It really wasn't that hard. It was just, yeah, trying to find out that one piece of information that... Where do we go to trigger the set of events needed to start this shit up? Like, it's always that weird thing when you're replaying games, especially ones that maybe you know, try to be a bit more clever and puzzly about progression, like a lot of Zelda games try to do. Where I knew that I needed to be here playing the harp, but I didn't know like how to set off that confluence of events. Beneath the lights radiant. Not that we have to play it here, is it? It is. Yeah, okay, it is. And a lot of you may know or even notice, if you're an aficionado of other Zelda games, that Ballad of the Goddess is, of course, as many people now know, just Zelda's lullaby backwards. She doing an excellent job of singing with her mouth open. Obviously, there's a lot of other things like added onto it, but the basis for the song is yeah, just Zelda's lullaby but backwards. Or I guess because technically this is the first game chronologically, Zelda's lullaby is the backwards version of Ballad of the Goddess. If you want to be pedantic about it. Beam of light will lead us to clues as to where the whereabouts of the three flames are. Well, first... Uh-oh. Oh, Link, break your knees, it's okay. Yeah, like, it's not that she's not using her lips, it's that she doesn't actually need to use her lips because she's working like oh, I can't remember what they're called now. But like like a record player or something. Or radio or whatever, just like, she's just projecting sound out of a speaker. She's not actually trying to sing as a human would understand it. Feel like? No? Is it just that there's an island near here? Maybe that's it? Maybe there's like an island along the way that his sister got lost at trying to get to this island. This little bit here. The guy said that she was on the way to the colourful island to the southwest. Didn't necessarily say that she got there though.
Wow!
My bird got injured while I was out for a quick flight, and now we can't fly. Made a crash landing here, but now it needs to be bird medicine. Where do we get bird medicine from? Okay, sure. We'll find you. Link, just no fear. Bird descent area. I believe it's the desert end. And then be able to find that coloured wheels thing. think if I memory serves. Yeah. Close to. There we go. That's easier than trying getting a bomb out. Just slap him with your sword. Come on. Oh my god. Really? Come on, Link. You can do that. Really, Link? You can't do that? You're better than me. Come on. Find me. Oh yeah, they only go to certain areas and then won't aggro themselves. Yeah, there's no way for him to get up that. There was zero chance. The platform had a slight curve to it. It's impossible. It's like, what ball get fucked? Coming at me. I feel like these goblins have been upgraded. Oh god. Oh, itchy here. Oh. Oh. Did we at least? They just come in and out. There they. So very rude. Let's try and find a perfectly square part of the platform then. Like maybe here. Come on. Oh, it's literally too far away. All the right way. Yeah, there you go. Come on, Link. You've got to be able to do this. Can't push it or anything. I'm gonna just double check that it is in that area and not wasting our time. Party wheel. Where to find party wheel? Fun Island. Entrance location. Base of my piles of legs. What? Pile of rocks. Ah, okay. The time shift stone by the entrance gives us vines to climb up. Thought it was up that wall. Just gotta destroy a pile of legs first, apparently. Already destroyed the legs, we just need the stone. Legs have already been dealt with. I've got no idea how, like, legs was the word I replaced rocks with. But here we are. There's not even, like, you know, where that classic, you know, like, oh, a sentence down, I read the wrong word, and there was, like, legs underneath that word. No? Apparently I just got broken pile of legs on them. As we all often do. No. Yeah, sure. What the hell? Like... Oh, you... Oh... Oh, actually... I think that if we use the amiibo again while we're in the air, then it will bring us back to where we used the amiibo when we were on the land. But fun game design thing just happened where I have gone to Fun Island, I have spoken to the sad clown that's lost his coloured party wheel, and I have repaired Scrapper, which are the two things that you need to do, but you need to speak to the man that says he's lost his party wheel after you've repaired Scrapper, not before, and then that'll activate the side quest. So I need to speak to him to find out that he's lost it, even though I know that he's lost it. So yeah, now I know that it's an objective, because we spoke to him once we've had the Scrapper bot repaired. Now I can go back to the exact location I was at, even though I'd already done both things. Like, man, it's so frustrating when games do shit like that. I'm like, I already spoke to the guy, I already repaired the robot, but I did it in the wrong order. There we go. Excellent. Okay. But without that amiibo, and in the original game, I would have had to run back to a bird statue, fly up, go to see the guy, talk to him, like, go back to the hole in the sky, drop down, pick the right bird statue, climb back up the vines, go across, and then call it down. So it's not that big a problem when I've got the amiibo, but without buying this amiibo, essentially fucking physical DLC, like, pack, we would have had to go and, like, essentially redo that entire side quest. But because we've essentially just paid for a physical cheat code, we can shorten the the annoyance down. I'm still not totally over Link not being able to get all that ledge. Still call bullshit. But we can now activate Fun Island. Doesn't that sound like fun, everybody? Like that person that like mandates at the party that you must have fun. We all know that everyone has the most amount of fun when it's mandated. Like, doesn't everyone feel like they can enjoy themselves and have fun when there's pressure on you? Scrapper's just like, fuck you, fuck your party wheel, I want to go home. That's the thing, is without his party wheel, this man cannot have fun, Dodo can't have fun. He's not happy enough to, like, run Fun Island if he doesn't have his party wheel. Too distressed otherwise. And like, how sad would it be to go to a place where it runs a minigame on Fun Island and the guy's just depressed? There you go. Normally I'd charge 20 rupees, but since I owe you, the first game is free.
Yes.
You'll be shot out of a cannon, you'll fly all the way up there. Your goal is to die on a cheery, colourful, rotating board. Land on a happy little coloured space and you'll win rupees based on the colour. If you land on the grey space, I call that the loser space. I get to reach and take in a handful of your rupees. Isn't that fun? Not really. You can risk everything to win big here at Fun Island, but it's a game of luck. So don't come crying to me if you land on a loser space. This sounds like some rigged ass shit. When you're diving, super fun fortune rings and dodo balls will appear like magic. You can pass through one of the fortune rings, you'll increase the awesome rupee multiplier. All the rings you pass through, the slower the wheel will spin, making it easier to land on your target and win. Hitting one of those dodo balls will reset your multiplier and turn your smile upside down. Can't use your sailcloth while diving, so you just gotta commit. Gotta commit to the dive. We're all good. We don't need you to re-explain the rules, thank you. Now Link. Pop a bomb in there. This is when it's truly Fun Island. Nothing happened. Bomb just stops. Okay. Fucking hell, the height that you get. Okay. Avoid these dodo balls. Fucking hell. Harder than I thought. Oh, bullshit. Might pass through. Oh, the 1 rupee. Yay! We got 4 rupee. Yay! Give that an actual shot, now that we know. Now that I'm used to it. Let's get in. Let's climb aboard. And fully commit to, like, the full dive. Not so bad when you get past the first set. Am I a gamer enough? Sadly enough, no. I'm clearly not. But you know what the real answer is? Like, we will be this time. Third time's the charm. Oh, I don't have enough fun, which means you're poor. Fuck off, Link, you're poor. I don't even have 20 rupees. Fine then. I guess we'll go do the objective because we're poor as shit. We have got a couple of chests that we haven't opened up though, so we may not be technically as poor as we think. We just, you know, we haven't like actually gone and taken out our investments yet. They're still just waiting. We don't know what we've got saved up treasure-wise. That's the question. One question is, are you game enough? And the other question is, are you rich enough? Or just, are you not poor? Don't worry, we will explore this space a bit better when it's not like objective mode. Oh yeah, I was like, that loft wing is 100% just gone straight into that building. The Isle of Songs, signs indicated it was left here for you by the goddess. Like, I don't mind classic stories of like you being the destined hero, but when it is as bad as like it was left for you by the goddess, oh come on. Okay, so just rotate the island, rotate your owl, make sure you build a bridge. Let's go. Oh. Okay, so not a barrier right now. Okay. So is rotate this one. Should then just be able to keep going, right? This one. Doesn't quite work. Want to do hit this one, correct? Keep rotating. Just push it once more. Reach. There we go. Hit this side. Build the bridge for us. And what I should have done. Oh no, there isn't an island. Well, there was an island to the left. Not anymore. Saved case. But it's wild to think that this game came out in 2020 remaster. And I'm nearly at the point that I got to before getting distracted by another game when this first came out in 2021. Elgato, stop crackling. Stop it. Even the statue's mouth moves, which makes me think that Fee's mouth is not intended to move. Right, 1 second. Let me 1 sec. Ugh. Let's hope this doesn't cause the end of the fucking world. No, wait. Okay. I don't know about everyone else, but for me on my end, that just sounds like a different kind of bad now. No, it's gone away. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're okay. Oh, yeah, of course. The 3 trials. Yay! Everybody's favorite part of the game. I bestow unto you a melody. It will serve as a key opening the first trial that waits you deep. It is ridiculous, but I kind of think it's like one of the only things that gives Fee any charm whatsoever. And I just wanted to make sure that the noise sounded good for that, because like it's a really like nice little tune, and you know, especially like appreciate the fact that back in the day this was the first orchestrated Zelda soundtrack, so I really enjoyed listening to those when they first came out. Like, the fact that Fee nearly all times is completely robotic and just, like, to the point of doing, like, data analysis and shit. It's like, it's all so just stilted. And then every now and then she's like, yeah, man, dance time. What? What? Where did this come from? Just a really little charming melody for Farron Woods. There we go. I had 0 camera control for a while there. Get orange. Da-da-da-da. Take it. College of Swords. Battle man. Is there a courage start? That's the question. Because Link needs that shit out. Like in Fallout, when it's like fuck it, we're maxing out like the luck start. Because Link's, I feel, would be like an all courage, all luck build. Or, depending on the Link, an all courage, no luck build. But I don't know if Link's got all of the charisma or none of the charisma. Because like he doesn't talk, but everyone does seem to love him at the same time. He's got like the lovable himbo energy. Well, that's still charisma, right? Oh, here we go. The Hornets are here. No. No. What? Deku Hornet. That's true. Yeah, I feel like Link defo does have like strength, dexterity, and probably charisma. What does like Constitution come under? Kind of Constitution are we talking there? I don't know, Link is fucking strong. Link is like just all strength and courage. Resist stuff like poison. Okay. Yeah, I'd say Link is probably like decent at that, but yeah, he's definitely got a lot of strength, I'd say. Like, he's always naturally very strong, but then obviously always uses extra items to enhance strength. But I think most Links are fairly fucking strong as is. They always have a pretty good base level of strength, I believe. I don't know whether I'm saying he's got a paladin spread, because I don't know enough about like D&D and tabletop RPGs. If that's what you're telling me, that like build translates to, then yeah. The Bardadin. I feel like Bardadin sounds like the kind of thing I'd be wanting to play anyway. Like 100% when they finally, you know, at some point in the next like 20 years decide to actually add crossplay like they've said they will. The Baldur's Gate, I'm 100% probably doing a Bard. Yeah, that's true. And, you know, he's also literally playing with the harp. Like, he's running around playing the harp to unlock things and make shit happen. Like, most links revolve around having an instrument of some kind. Like fucking the Wind Waker, the Ocarina of Time. Oh shit, actually. Seeing that other Lockwood made me think, yeah, we should probably go and get some bird medicine for that woman trapped. Hello, broom spores. Oh, for fuck. Can't you just, like, take this bottle from my pouch for me? And when I come back to... with your sister, just give me that back. Do a trade for a minute. And, yeah, if you, like, talk to this woman enough, then I think that it's either a side quest or she just starts making remarks. But, like, oh, are you just coming over here to, like, talk to me because you're in love with me and stuff? And she starts becoming like, enamored by you. Like, yeah, she's just a lonely item check girl, and she's just like, hey, this link keeps coming to me for, like, a lot of the time, and I think it's, like, if you keep going to her and saying that you have nothing to drop off, she's like, oh, hey, well, he's not coming over to me all the time to actually drop something off and use the item check. He's clearly here for another reason. That reason obviously could only be that, oh, Link wants to come over and talk to me all the time. To be fair, I don't overly blame any of them because there's about 20 people on that island. Maybe more like 30 or something, but still. A very, very, very small population. And if you aren't a person that can ride a Loftwing, then you're literally isolated to just Skyloft. And even if you're not, there's about 5 other people out there. And a couple of people that stay at the Lumpy Pumpkin a lot. So there we go, that's bottle number 4 for us. Another empty bottle under our wing. I mean, maybe that's why they've all got the, like the pointy ears. It's just like, oh, that's just a genetic mutation from, like, lack of diversity in the gene. But yeah, they should be way more messed up than they currently are. I don't think Nintendo really wants to think about those when it's trying to create, like, the cutesy vibes of a Zelda game. It doesn't want to think about the maths and the genetics behind that. Like, don't you worry about it, everyone. Don't you worry about it. It's fine. There's secretly, like, hundreds of other people in Skyloft just off screen Don't worry about it. Lucky. I mean, Bruce and his entire little squad do not look okay. Like, maybe Link just completely looked out in the genetic pool. Link and Zelda are the only, like, you know, normal people. Quote-unquote normal. Even they're not. And maybe they're just like some kind of divine intervention if they're the chosen ones, they're not allowed to be met. Goddess highly intervened and make sure that Zelda and Link remained pure. God, that'd be a really twisted thing to do for a Zelda game, is it? Oh, like, how do Link and Zelda know that they're the, like, chosen heroes? It's like, look at them, they're the only normal looking, well, not complete abominations of people on this island left. Just everyone else is fucked up. I think they just go here. Oh, they get. Just Link with that 20-foot jump. Fucking it. Terrifying. I don't think I've been hurt during dowsing. Did it just go to the temple again? Oh, okay. Not far off. Oh, yeah. Do this before you open up the second part of each area. Yeah, it's the trials, then return to that Sky Island in the Thunder Cloud. And then do the bit where you want, like, the second segment. It really sounded like Fee was saying, it is all possible. Something here is reacting to our performance of Aurora's courage. Our excellent performance, I believe you say. Rust that sword, Link. So this is the 3 trials. And I think there's just 3. I don't think there's like a secret 4th one as far as I remember. I think there is just 3. But this essentially means like we get sent to the Silent Realms. They are domains of the spirit only accessible to the goddess's chosen hero. This particular trial for all Silent Realm tests the limit of your courage. So, to reach the location of the flames that will enhance your sword, it is necessary for you to overcome this trial and undergo spiritual growth. And basically, it's just a shitty stealth segment. And that's the exact same thing of, like, if you'll notice, it's basically the Tears of Light from Twilight Princess with, like, a fucking different skin and a flower pot on the top. So, like, that bit where you would go around and find the bugs. As Wolfling, like that vessel is basically the same vessel as you had in Twilight Princess. So yeah, it gives you like new power and go around and basically grab the glowing objects without all of the random things finding you. If you take a single step out of the protective circle you stand in, the guardians of the realm will wake up and pursue you. If a guardian manages to land even a single hit on you, your spirit will shatter and you will fail the trial and need. And then there are like these spotlight ones, which basically let the guards know where you are. So if you get caught in a spotlight, like they all aggro on your area, I believe. Like, got it. Yeah, just bad stealth segment. Let's go. Your object of power halts the movements of the Guardians for just 90 seconds. Collect all 15 to pass the trial. Light fruit that then lights up the Sacred Tears location. Don't want to cross. Yeah. Ah, yes. If we touch this Goopy McGooberson, then this unusual liquid substance is known as a waking wolf. It will immediately alert the Guardians to your presence. So don't fucking touch that shit, basically. Look, there's a dust relic. A dusk relic. A dust relic. They can only be found in these zones. Some upgrades are required for you to find these. All the way around. These things are required for certain. I believe that the only place you can find them is just wherever an amber relic is in the overworld. When you're in these trials, you can find them. I think there's more than where just the... Okay, there is a time. Petals in the top left. Oh, we missed. I think we can. 6 out of 15. Okay, so far. So they're pretty generous with these dust relics. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Piss off. If you get into that spotlight, I think everything just wakes up. Same as when you touch that speaking. Really annoying. Yeah. If it's like, if you mess up that timing even by a little bit, if the tiniest little bit of that water touches your toes, it means that you've touched the water, and then it reactivates everything. Even if there's like basically an unseeable amount of water that touches your toes there, it counts. Just 1 pixel of it. 1 in this. On there. Taking our time, we're doing alright. Do not. Do. Can't remember how much like printing affects the amount those spotlight ones do you, but I presume you do kind of alert them more printing. So 1 over there. Thought past that one. I not took. Okay, yeah, I'd run out of that. Teams. Just looking around, like I can't see 2 beams of light. Okay. Gonna be fine, Link. Come on. And that's the thing, like, that went okay. That went fine. But you also have to make it back. And just... Was it fun? Is it a breakup of gameplay so to make you do something a bit different? Yeah, sure. But, like, was it necessary? Was it fun? No. And I think this is, like, the easiest one of the 3, of course. To the challenge, like... Cool. Like, I guess this is not the worst padding a Zelda game has ever added. But cool. Yeah, sound. And if I remember rightly, that might have actually been easier than when they first added it. Okay, we got the water dragon scale, so we can now swim underwater. Skyward sword. Change. Wonder if they changed those spirit segments at all. It doesn't actually. Yeah. Um. Oh! Forgot my amiibo was right in front of my keyboard there. The Silent Realm trials have been unchanged. Yeah, okay. Okay, so, like, that's why I wasn't ready to commit to, like, they've definitely changed something there. But that's the kind of thing where, for example, the Tears of Light or whatever they were called in Twilight Princess, they reduced the amount of bugs you had to go find and, like, you had to collect because of how boring and shit it was. Oh, okay, so we get a gift from the water dragon, like the scale of the water dragon, so that we can swim freely underwater, which gives us the ability to then reach the next temple. So yeah, it's that you do a trial, you unlock an item that gives you access to the next part of this area. So I was kind of right in the sense that you go into a new expanded area here. I wasn't mixing things up in my head as much as I thought. Be a place here in the woods you haven't visited yet. What about the giant lake? Immediate. Go swimming in there and go under the tree and into. However, tree exploring sounds like a good place for next time. So, leave it there. Yeah, playtime on this save file is like just over an hour more than what I got to last time. So I literally think I had done the bit where we got into the thunderclouds. I think I did that bit. And I think that's where I left it. And then another game came out or whatever. It wasn't necessarily that I wasn't enjoying my time with it. It was that I was actually like, oh no, Skyward Sword is holding up pretty well. And like, we're getting into the good part now. But then, whatever reason, I just never went back to it. So it has been probably 10 years since I actually finished the game. I played it a good few times in the first couple of years it came out. But like, I played it once myself. Did like a run trading off with a friend, just passing the controller back and forth, giving ourselves like a rest from the swing action that was, and then also did a run with a friend where one played on the nunchuck and one played on the Wiimote, which is a really fun way to play both Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword. So I did do 3 clears almost back to back to back when in the first year of release. Other than that, I probably haven't finished the game in a good probably 10 years plus, because the game came out in 20. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the game does hold up, because as you can imagine, this is kind of more akin to how like Ocarina of Time has like the second half of the game is the adult section is like this is where the game and the temples and stuff really start getting like I'd say the temples start getting serious from the third one, like that Lanayru mining temple. That one was or mining facility. That's pretty beefy. That took us a good couple of hours. Basically, that entire stream was just doing that one temple. So, yeah, give that credit. I think that's kind of where the game really kicks off. Is the mining facility. And yeah, just from there, there's just a couple of little like slow sections, like trying to figure out what to do today and Silent Realm shit a few times as we go through the game. But I'm excited to let the game open up a bit more, see where the influences really took place for Breath of the Wild even more. And yeah, just actually pretty hyped about finally getting past the bit I'd already played a couple of years ago. But yeah, thank you all for joining. It's been a lovely time as always. Thursday I'll be back, be doing some competitive Pokemon and figuring out some of the new Regulation F Mons and giving that more of a chance. And then I think maybe next Thursday, maybe I might try a bit of that Pokemon roguelite and just like mix things up a bit of like maybe do like, you know, two weeks of competitive stuff just so I get a bit more time training, and every night like a third week maybe we can break it up with a bit of like a different Pokemon style experience like that. I don't know what the fuck virtual camera is and why I've got it on, but let's get rid of that. Apparently I'd started using a virtual camera at some point. I don't know what that does. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm like interested to play that Pokemon roguelite thing. I don't want to miss out on like the first real week where like a tournament's now happened, people using the new Pokemon properly, people are going to be stealing like the winners teams and like the top 8 teams and stuff and training around that. So I really don't want to waste getting on like that, you know, first week or so of freshener in new regulation. We've got all these restricted mons jumping about, but yeah, maybe next week just to break up the flow a bit, because I appreciate that a lot of people like Pokemon without necessarily liking the competitive side. But anyway, thank you all for joining. I hope everyone has a day, evening, or night, wherever you are. Thank you, everyone.